Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Get you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
It finally happened. After only a few months of rumor and speculation, the remake of the original Last of Us has finally been announced, with a release date scheduled for September this year. Would you look at that? It's hard to imagine something like this ever happening so quickly, but according to the leaks, this remake, that's right, I said remake, not remaster, has apparently been in the works for just about 2 years now, seemingly after the release of the infamous sequel, The Last of Us Part 2. Developed by Naughty Dog, having originally started with Sony's visual art studio, the new version will now release under the title of The Last of Us Part 1. And together with this announcement, Sony and Naughty Dog have dropped a full-blown teaser trailer to get things started. And I gotta say, this is a weird one for me, guys. I mean, I literally just spent the last week finishing The Last of Us 2, finally, after 2 years of grief and depression stopping me from, getting back to it because Joel. And replaying the original remaster on the PS4. And from the moment I jumped back into number 1, my first thoughts were, wow, this game's aged. I mean, I first played it in Christmas of 2015, and back then, to my innocent 17-year-old mind, I mean, that was top notch. Now, 7 years or so later, having experienced Part 2's obviously insane graphics, Part 1 really doesn't hold up visually, I don't think. Don't get me wrong, the environments are still beautiful and, somewhat realistic, but with so much improvements in the graphical field these last few years, it's hard not to notice when something's older, which is why, a from-the-ground remake for me is very much welcome. An insane coincidence to be happening so soon after I just replayed the first 2 games. I mean, just look at this detail. They've completely redone the character models. Ellie actually looks like the same person now from Part 2. And earlier this week, I kept saying to myself as well, shit, she really does look different back here. And not like kid face different, but like literally different person different. Very, 2010s Ellen Page like, which, if you remember at the time, was kind of an issue back in the day for Naughty Dog, where they had to quickly fix the face, very covered up sort of, very under wraps sort of quick fix to change up her appearance, with even more changes, of course, in the sequel, giving us the Ellie we know today. Now, obviously this is just a graphics issue, but I'm definitely happy they're tying her and Joel's appearance closer to how they looked in Part 2. Definitely helps with the continuity, I think. Besides from the characters, we're getting completely redesigned sets and environments, and an entirely reworked gameplay and combat system, one based off the system of the second game. And as a matter of fact, the whole game itself is using the second game's engine, which honestly makes perfect sense. We can say a lot about the story and characters of The Last of Us 2, but I think one thing we can all agree on is the quality of the gameplay. I mean, The Last of Us 2, to me, demolishes its predecessor in that regard. It's definitely exciting to hear that we're going to get that in this. And having replayed it so recently, I can definitely say it's something I still, to this day, 2 years later, have not experienced anywhere else. I mean, man, that street with the houses and the dogs with the wolves, or the wolves with the dogs, that's some good shit. It's insane. It's like, Ellie is just badass in that scene, I think. Though I still don't know why the hell Naughty Dog thought it was a good idea for us to fight Ellie playing as the damn bad guy. What the hell? That was ridiculous. I never wanted to quit something so badly than when I played that. And then the ending of the fight just pissed me off more. I mean, Ellie's like my favorite game protagonist. I don't like this. Sorry, I'm ranting again. But hey, it's because I'm a fan. I love these games. I love Naughty Dog. And if they want to make a remake, by all means, take my money now, Neil. Take it now. All of it. After I get a PS5. Yeah. But it's exciting because we don't know what we're going to get out of this. Is it going to be how faithful is it going to be story-wise to the first game? Are they going to change anything? Are they somehow going to tie Abby into the game? You know, I would really hate that myself. I don't have anything against Abby as a character or the actor that played her, but to be honest, it's to this day I just think that she was a very rushed character, and I just felt like the whole story of the second game, especially playing as her, I just felt like everything was predictable. I called the ending from like hours before. Anyways, I wouldn't like Abby to be in the first game for that reason. I don't think it makes sense for them to try and fix their mistakes. But leave a comment and let me know what you think. Of course, this video wouldn't be finished if I didn't mention Naughty Dog's 2 other important projects that have also been announced. Of course, again, the Last of Us HBO adaptation with Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, which original character voice actors Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker were recently cast in. So that'll be interesting. And also a Last of Us multiplayer game, which is a whole nother video for another day. A small part of me fears that this may be the beginning of Naughty Dog turning into Rockstar. Let's hope not. And there's actually a third project that hasn't been even announced. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and be a pal and subscribe. Share if you can. I make videos more or less every week, sometimes with my brother, sometimes by myself. I also play games on Twitch at CarlLoveit. I might play this game, the original, or even number 2 again. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. Until the next one. Oh, and this game will cost $70 for standard, yeah. Yeah, which over here in Ireland is gonna be even more expensive, you know. That's great, isn't it? Don't even get me started on the deluxe or the Firefly edition.